I'm Jackie and welcome to the Garden of Dreams Summer Scenes presented by Delta Airlines. Today we'll be making all different types of slime with help from a few of my rocket friends, Sam, Caitlin, and Katie. Today I'll be making crystal slime. Let's get started. Slime involves chemistry. Chemistry is all about states of matter including liquids, solids, and gases. Step 1 to making slime. I've already prepared. I have 40 milliliters of warm water. I have my borax. We're going to scoop in one generous spoonful of the borax into the warm water. There we go. And we're going to stir until it all dissolves. Beautiful. Make sure you put the lid on top. Don't want to spill that everywhere now, do we? Yes, you can watch it all dissolve in the warm water. Once it's all dissolved, you can put it towards the side. We will be coming back to that. Step 2, have a little mixing bowl, container. I have this one for you today, so it's nice and clear so you can see it. I already have 2 of the measuring cups of room temperature water. So 2 small of the measuring cups, which is 100 milliliters. Room temperature water, very important. 1 tube of glue, pour it in. Yes. Fun fact is, I have a niece back home in Australia, little 8-year-old Chloe, and she is obsessed with slime. I got her a slime kit actually last Christmas. So hopefully I'm doing my niece Chloe proud. So you have the glue there with the room temperature water. Give it a stir. This next step is where every step will be different. For today, I'm making crystal slime. So you're gonna have your glitter out for crystal slime. So I have 3 types of glitter today. I have silver, I have my gold glitter, and I have the multicolored glitter. Because I'm extra, I'm gonna use all 3 today. So you need your glitter to make the crystal slime. Let's add in the multicolored glitter first. I love glitter, and I love glitter in the Christmas Spectacular as well. We have secretly glitter shows where I add in a little glitter to my makeup. Makes things a little fun. So that was my multicolor. This is my silver glitter because I'm going over the top. Shake it all in. It looks so pretty. I have to sing everything as well. And gold glitter for the end. Yes. Ah, so therapeutical. So, you have your glitter, whatever glitter you want to add in at home. Give it a stir. See if that's enough glitter for your liking. We're looking pretty good. Maybe I could add a little more because I love glitter that much. Okay, let's add in a little more of the multicolored. Yeah. Awesome. Give it a nice stir around. For the final step, and the most exciting step, the borax that has dissolved in the warm water, we're gonna add it to our mixture of the glitter and the glue and watch the chemistry happen. Pour it all in and straight away I start stirring and you can feel everything gluing together. Chemistry is all about the way different materials are put together and how they are made up of atoms and molecules. Look at it all form. It's coming off the sides of my mixing bowl. Oh my gosh, look at it everyone. I don't even know if that's clear. It's breaking away. Yes! Let's pull it out, let's pull it out. Hey. It's looking good. Okay. So you're gonna stay there. I'm just gonna pour out the slime. I'm just gonna have some of it. Break away. Woo! Look at it. I'm having so much fun. And there's my crystal slime. It has so much glitter through it. Making slime involves making your own chemical reaction, which you will learn about later. Woo, woo. Perfection, guys, perfection. I'm gonna get a lot more slime. Let's make a big ball. I don't even know if you guys can see how pretty it is. Woo! Next, whoa. Next, you have Rocket Sam, who will teach you more about the science of slime.
Hey guys, it's Rocket Sam here, and I'm going to be guiding you through how to make slime foam edition. Yep. So you want to grab all the materials you need, including measuring cups, some type of Tupperware, or you can use your measuring cup for the slime. You want your little measuring cup for your borax, your glue, of course your borax, and a fancy color of choice. I'm going with pink because I think with the foam, it's like funfetti, so it kind of looks like cotton candy, but totally up to you. So guys, let's get started. Okay, so to start with your measuring cup, your tiny guy here, you want to add 40 milliliters of warm water, not hot, not cold, you want it to be warm. So add that in just below the top, let that sit, and then you're gonna grab your borax. You're gonna have 1 teaspoon, or it's a little black spoon size, of borax, and you wanna put that in there right above it, and then let it, actually a little bit more, and then let it spin together, mix it all in, and then you're gonna set that to the side. Ooh, I love a fancy science experiment. Oh, so much fun. Anyways, so next up, here we go. So you wanna grab your glue, pop a little top off. If I can't pop it off, there we go. And then you're gonna add it to your Tupperware or to your measuring cup. Completely up to you, whatever you have handy. So add your glue, and then you're gonna add 100 milliliters of room temperature water to your glue. Yes, make sure you get it all out of there, and then add your water. Perfect. So to my water and to my glue, I'm going to add my neon pink. I'm a girl, so I love me some pink. And then, oopsies, top off, careful. Add your pink dye, just a couple little dabs. And then you wanna make sure you have your little mixing spoon, your little popsicle stick. Mix that together. Ooh, my gosh. This is gonna be like a little tie-dye miracle here. And then you're gonna add your foam. So this is actually squishy like a foam, you can feel it. So just start adding a little bit at a time. Yeah, just a little bit. And then you can always add more later. And then, this is when the magic happens. This is when the science actually comes together. So this is when we're gonna add our borax. Lightly fold it in, and then we're just gonna start mixing. All right, guys. So what I love about slime is it's a non-Newtonian liquid. Say that 10 times fast, I dare you. So what does that mean? It means it's neither a liquid or a solid. Yeah? So what does that also mean? That means you can pick it up as a solid, but it's gonna start oozing like a liquid. And it's already congealing. You can tell already from here. I'm sure you can see on your side. But yeah, you just keep mixing it together to get that solid consistency. Woo! And it's cool too, because slime doesn't have a shape, right? So it's like it can fit into like a Tupperware, but it also can fit in your hand like a ball. I love it. So you just want to keep mixing until you get the consistency of your choice. And of course, again, like I said, you can always add the foam later, more foam later, just, you know, if you want to make it more fancy. I'm all about that. So yeah, I am going to get this set up and, ooh, there we go. Whoa, guys, it's really coming together, literally. Crack myself up. So, oh man. Oh my gosh. There it is. You see the fancy foam in there? Oh man. Ooh, I'm loving it. Guys, this is so cool. And as you can see, it's like pink and fancy. Yeah. I hope you guys turned out okay. Anyways, I hope you guys had fun. Great job making slime. I'm gonna turn it over to Rockette Caitlin, and she's gonna take you through how to make galaxy slime. All right, guys, have a good one.
Hey Garden of Dreams family, it's Caitlin. Welcome to my living room, and today it is my chemistry lab. I am so ready to make out of this world galaxy slime with you guys. I hope that you're ready and as excited as I am. Let's get to it, shall we? So first we want to make sure that we prep our station, right? We want to make sure that we have a nice clean surface, maybe an adult nearby, just to help out with anything. If anything, they can help out with the mess that we make. Hopefully not too big of a mess, right? But if anything, maybe we want just some adult supervision nearby. They can help out with any of the glue or maybe opening any of the containers or glitter that we need and we'll be using today. So today we are going to need 2 containers, right? We have 2 containers that we're going to use. They could be anything that you have. I just have 2 Tupperware. We have our borax solution, right? That comes in our kits, borax solution. We have 2 measuring cups, yeah? I'll just show you the empty one for now. We're gonna use that when we have room temperature water. So I actually have room temperature water just hanging out that we will be using soon. And I already have 40 milliliters measured out into one of our measuring cups. So that 40 milliliters is of warm water. Yeah, you don't need it too hot, just warm. And I always measure, I think that my chemistry teacher in high school will be really proud of this one, is I get down at eye level and I look at the meniscus, right? So that's that low point, that little dip in the water, and that's where I measure the 40 milliliters. So you have 40 milliliters of warm water. You have your glitter, right? You have an empty measuring cup. You have 2 containers. You have room temperature water, borax solution. Today we're going to use the blue and the purple coloring for our galaxy slime. I'm also going to use all 3 of the glitter just because why not? We have it. I also have some stirrers that are nearby, a spoon, and our slime glue. All right, now that we've prepped our station, let's get right to it. First things first, we're gonna have our warm water, that's 40 milliliters of our warm water, and our borax, right? That's right here. We're going to take 1 spoonful of borax, right? So we have our spoon, take 1 spoonful, and we are going to mix that in to the warm water, right? So we have 1 spoonful of our borax solution. It's gonna go right into the warm water. You want to make sure that that fully dissolves, right? So what that means is that it all becomes one, right? You can't even tell that they are 2 separate things, right? I want to make sure that it just becomes one. So I'm stirring that nice and gently, mixes in pretty easily, right? So after we stir that, we can just set that off to the side. Now I'm learning things too. So slime is all about polymers, right? And polymers are large chains of molecules, right? So it's all these chains of molecules and that makes up a polymer. Now the glue that we'll be using, right? So go ahead and grab your glue. There's 50 milliliters in here. I'm gonna grab one of my containers, right? So 50 milliliters of glue. Now the glue here is made up of polyvinyl acetate molecules, right? So large chains of them, right? So the same thing, like large chains of molecules make up a polymer. These large chains of polyvinyl acetate molecules, that makes up the glue. And that's what makes it so flowy as well, because these chains, they actually slide past one another. They're not connected. So that's why the glue is more flowy and acts more like a liquid. Yeah? So we have this 50 milliliters of glue, and we're gonna go ahead and just pour that whole thing right into the container. So I'm gonna pour that all in there. Just give it a little squeeze. All right. Guys, science is so cool. I love it. It's so awesome. And I love the thing about chemistry too. Like, I also remember my chemistry teacher used to always say, chem is try, right? So you're always trying something new. And even if you make a mistake, sometimes it's a happy accident, right? Not even really an accident, because you can make something completely different. It could be a complete and total surprise. It's more like a happy surprise. Yeah, so it's okay if you kind of switch things up a little bit. Maybe you make something completely different and you're more satisfied with that. So now we have our room temperature water, right? So you have your container that's filled with glue and our room temperature water. You're going to want 100 milliliters, right? So these cups are 50 milliliters. So 50 times 2 is 100. So we're gonna have 2 of these cups. We're gonna have the room temperature water. Oh no, I'm spilling. See, this is where an adult comes into play. But that's okay, it's just water. We have 100 milliliters of room temperature water into our container with the glue. Yeah, now we're gonna give that a little bit of a stir. All right. Now, what I like to do here is actually kind of split this up into 2 containers. Yeah, so I'm gonna just split it up a little bit. Yeah. Right, so now we have just about even of 2 containers of our room temperature water and our glue solution, right? So we have both of these. Now that we have both of them, I'm gonna add some glitter and some of the color. So this is where you can be free and creative as you'd like, right? So I like to think like aliens and out of this world, because I totally think that aliens exist. And maybe you do too, right? So I think of all these cool galaxies and the Milky Way and all of these incredible stars that are in the sky. So I'm pulling from that and I'm gonna try to make my own slime. So now we're gonna add our neon glitter. I'm gonna use a little bit of blue on the 1. Now it's better to be a little bit safe, right? I'm gonna do like 3. Ooh, that was 4. Yeah, let's do another one. I'm gonna do blue for that. I'm gonna do purple on the other side. So you can always add more too as well, but you can never take away when you're doing this, right? You can never go back and separate the color. So it's always better to go a little bit safe. Do just about 4 or 5 on either side. I'm gonna add a little bit of glitter. I think I'm gonna take the all colorful multicolor glitter and put it into the purple solution. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm into this. I'm into it. Guys, I can't wait to see yours, this is so fun. I'm gonna use the silver and the gold in the blue. I'm kind of giving a little bit of a swirl as I'm going around as well, so I can see, all right, yeah, that's what that one looks like. Well, it's so cool, guys. This is awesome. I'm having too much fun. Too much fun. Here's some gold. Give that a little shake. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Cool, so now I have these 2 solutions. I'm gonna come close because I'm pumped about this, right? So I have my blue solution. I don't know if you can really see it, but a little bit, right? So I have that blue with the gold and silver and my purple with the multicolor. So I have both of those. Now I have that borax solution. Let's not forget about that borax solution, right? We had, which was our warm water and the borax, right, that we started at the beginning. I'm gonna pour just about half and half in each. That's just about half, about 20. Awesome, and I'm gonna give this a good stir. You can go ahead and even grab those stirrers if you'd like. Oh yeah. And it starts to get a little thicker. You can feel it. Oh man, it's starting to stick together. This is awesome. Yeah, so it's starting to get a little stickier, right? A little bit more like a solid, but not quite. Still moving very liquid-like, but starting to get a little thicker. Oh, this is so rad. Amazing. Now I'm gonna go ahead and mix this other side together. And then we're going to put the 2 together. Let's put the blue into the purple. Or whichever color you guys want. All right, let's see. Should we shake it? Give it a little tap? Maybe I just gotta get right in there with my hands. Ah, this is so cool, this is so fun. And we'll have our awesome galaxy slime. Let's see, let's mix this together. I'm gonna go for it right with my hands. Guys, look at this. And it's cool putting the two together. I feel like you get that really cool, out of this world, alien-like. Oh, let's pick that right up. Yes, how awesome is this? I'm obsessed. I know I'll be doing this all day long. I'm going even closer. I can't wait to see your slimes. This is amazing. Guys, thanks so much for letting me be a part of this. This has been out of this world. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. You guys are off to cook up some more slime with my friend Katie. I hope you have a great time. See you guys soon, Garden of Dreams. Love you.
Hi, Garden of Dreams. I'm Katie, and I'm so excited to be here with you guys today for our final slime experiment. We are going to be making rainbow slime. So go ahead and pick out your favorite colors. We're going to use 4 colors today. I have picked out purple, green, yellow, and pink, but you can use whichever colors you like. Let's get started. I know you guys have been making a bunch of slime already. So let's make sure we have our necessary ingredients here ready to go. I have a mixing cup. That's what I'm going to use to do my slime, my glue and water mixture. I have 4 smaller mixing bowls because we're going to separate the slime out as we make our colors. I have 100 mLs of room temperature water ready to go. I have an empty measuring cup. And then I have this other measuring cup, which is filled with 40 mLs of warm water. My spoon, a tube of glue, our mixing sticks. I have 4 just for each color, just so we don't mix any color together, but you don't have to do that. I have my 4 colors, and lastly, I have my borax. Now the borax is the essential ingredient for the chemical reaction we are creating today. So since I have it, why don't we go ahead and use it? Go ahead and take the lid off. We are going to take 1 of these little spoons that came with your stuff full of borax. That's kind of hard to get it in there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna pour it in there. I already did a little trial of this, and it was a lot easier to get the spoon in because there was more borax. But I wanted to make sure I made some really good slime for you guys today. Okay, so we have our spoon full of borax. We are going to add this to our 40 mLs of warm water. By adding it to the water, you can watch the borax, which is a salt, dissolve, and we are creating a borate ion. This is our slime activator. So this is really what is gonna make the glue turn into slime. All right, so you wanna make sure you stir it enough so that it is nice and dissolved. So just keep stirring it a little bit. You know, I have been playing with slime a lot lately because I have a 2-year-old daughter, and she's starting to really enjoy playing with things that, you know, she can mold and shape and then take it apart and stretch it and get it all between her fingers. So slime is the perfect item for that. So she is going to love this after we have it made. She's also all about rainbows, so even better. All right, so now we have our borate ion, or our slime activator. I'm gonna set that aside just for a few minutes before we get to our next steps. Oop, I think my cat wants to join in, so you'll hear her meowing. Okay, so let me put my lid back on the borax because we're not gonna need any more of that. Now, we are going to make our glue a little more liquidy. So let's take our mixing cup, get this tab off of the glue. There we go. I'm gonna just dump this whole tube of glue into my mixing cup. Make sure I get every single drop out of there. So you'll notice as you're pouring the glue out that it is pretty runny. It's pretty liquidy. So we are going to add now our 100 mLs, which is just 2 of these, of water into this. By adding the water, we're just making it a little more liquidy, a little more runny. Now we're gonna just really, really stir that up so it's mixed nice and well. I'm just using one of the popsicle sticks we got to stir it. You don't need anything fancy. Okay, so now, here's where you need your 4 bowls, because we are gonna make our colors individually. I am going to try to be as exact as possible with this. We have a little more than 4 ounces in here. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit in each and try to make it match. And you know what's great about this is it's an experiment. It doesn't have to be perfect. And slime, it can be a little more solid, it can be a little more runny, it can be the way you like it to be. So everything doesn't have to be exactly the same. It's what's really cool about experimenting with these things. Okay. Now I got a little left. I think I need a little bit more in my very first bowl. Okay, so I am done with these, so I am just gonna set them out of the way. Now we're just gonna stir. I just wanna stir each bowl a little bit more. Okay, now we're gonna do our colors now. So go ahead and pick your colors and start with purple. Great thing about this too is you can make it the way you want it to be. If you want your slime to be a little more see-through, don't add as much coloring. If you want it to be really bright and bold, go ahead and add all the color you want. So I got a couple drops of purple. Let's go ahead and add some more. I like a really bright color. Stir that up quickly. You wanna make sure it's a nice even stir so there's not chunks of the color in the water. It's nice and even. All right, next I'm doing green. I tried to pick the colors, the 4 colors that I felt were very different from each other and would really stand out in like a rainbow formation or shape. All right, that's nice and mixed up. Yellow, nice and bright yellow. Okay, a couple more. The yellow is a little, you know, not as like strong of a color, so I'm gonna add a couple more drops for that. And splashing it all over myself. And lastly, hot pink. This is so much fun. My child is going to have a blast when we do this later this week. Okay, now we have all of our colors nice and mixed, ready to go. One last stir of each color. Now, the part we've all been waiting for, our slime activator. So we're gonna start adding this to our glue mixtures. When we add the slime activator to the glue, chemical bonds are formed and we're actually changing the positioning of the molecules in the glue. All right, so what I'm gonna do, since I wanna make this nice and even again, I'm gonna take the second measuring cup we have. We have 40 mLs here. We have 4 bowls. So I'm gonna pour 10 mLs into each bowl. I am so sorry about my cat. Maybe she just wants to get in on the science experiment today. Okay, so I have 10 mLs going into my purple, 10 mLs going into my green, 10 for my yellow, and my last 10 for my pink. So now that we have the solutions mixed together, let's start stirring. Ooh, you know, here we go. Let me hold it up. I'm sure you guys are doing this all with me and you can see. But as you can see, as you're stirring, the texture is really, really changing of what we saw before. It's not as liquidy, it's not as running, it's kind of like a blob. It's a little bit more of a solid right now. And that is our chemical reaction. The molecules of the glue are now all tangled up in each other, which is making it harder for them to move around. They can move less freely than they could when it was just glue. So that's why we have this new creation we know as slime. Little chemistry lesson for our summer. You know, I like to think of it when I play with slime and you think about the science behind it. Imagine you have a rubber band, one rubber band, you can pull that easily. You can move it around, bend it, tie it on something, wrap it around something easily, look at that. But if you take like 100 rubber bands and knot them all together, it's really hard to pull them apart. It's really hard to do anything with them. It's kind of just this mass of rubber bands. And that is kind of what's happening here. So all those molecules in the glue, when we added this activator, became like a knotted up ball of rubber bands. All right, so we want to stir so that it's nice and mixed up. The color is evenly spread, the activator is evenly spread, and now we have slime. And we are going to make our rainbow. So I am just going to move this tray. Actually, let me put it over here and bring my colors back. Okay. This is what's great. You can make it however you want. So we can make a rainbow shape. We can just make a big old blob of colors. I'm gonna take each color and just kind of lay it out. I'm gonna start with pink, then let's go with green, just because it's got a nice contrast to the pink. It's so funny how it feels like when it's in your hand, it feels so liquidy. That one's really sticky. Oof. I might need to wipe some of that off. And then, I will be right back. I'm just trying to get some of the green off my hand. See, the green felt very different than the pink, so maybe the balance of this activator was a little different than the amount of glue. Now we have our yellow. Let's stretch that out next to it. Nice and stringy slime. And then let's take our last color, purple. It's my favorite color. It's such a pretty purple. And there we go. We have our 4 colors of slime, our rainbow slime. Let's see, and now we can mold it. We can make the rainbow shape. Or you know what I wanna do? I'm gonna roll it up and pick it up as just one piece of slime. It's like tie-dye slime now. Look at that. This was so much fun, you guys. I can't wait to give this to my daughter to play with. I can't wait to see pictures and videos of your slime and your slime making process. So please, please send pictures, any videos, whatever you have to gardenofdreams@msg.com, and we will be sharing some of those when we see you live this Thursday, which I cannot wait for. Now, go play with your slime, make some more, see if you can get it off your hands. I know I'm going to enjoy this, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye.